Hi everyone, I'm Jen, and yes, I got some sun at the lake yesterday, and this is my Marilyn Monroe placement mole, but it's not a mole. Anyhow, I wanted to just share just a couple things. I've now met another person who also lived in a USA where New York State was north of Massachusetts, and other people, there are others that were a little unsure, or they would follow it up. They would remember New York being north of Massachusetts, but then it'd be like, maybe I'm misremembering, or I don't know. But House of Beloved, whom I went to the lake with yesterday, and her family, and Denise, she was kind of freaked out is a strong word, but like, why? What does this mean? How? I don't understand. And so she definitely, so I don't know how many of you all remember, but Massachusetts used to be south of New York State. And when I looked up the map to show her where we currently have our geography portrayed as, I said map of New England states. New York is not even considered part of New England anymore. So which is interesting, because my daughter, who stays aligned with whatever is the current, and she asked how it was yesterday and had fun, and I said, oh my gosh, I met someone else who remembers Massachusetts, south of New York, and her response is, yeah, when I first moved there, I also got confused, but New England states are all confusing, and so she even called it New England. But yet when I ask for New England states on the internet engine searches, New York's not considered part of New England. So gobbledygook, we're just it's like Boggle. We're just playing shake every state around, and then the shapes of the states change too. But from my point of view, I feel like USA land, and maybe other parts of the world, but is turning counterclockwise. And for me, it first started in 2012, and that's the first time that we had snow in the winter, because every other year before, I would have to drive to other states to go snow hunting, and then we'd get a hotel with a jacuzzi so that we could go sledding and do the swimsuit jacuzzi, and that would be our vacation. So 2012 was the first time that didn't happen. Looks like I'm blushing, but I got a little bit of a sunburn yesterday. Okay, so that was one thing. The other thing is, never heard of the phrase glow up. And anyhow, I have new walking partners. I don't know if you recall, but the way he expressed himself, my last walking partner, he's an anti-Semite, and he thinks that Denise and I are lesbian lovers, so he didn't want to hang around me because of my lifestyle. So I did not correct him that Denise and I are not lesbian lovers. There's some resistance in there, but I did follow up with some loving conversation with him, and I'm okay, and I got rid of my annoyance that I had felt with him, and disappointment, deep disappointment. But I'm now in a new place, and I have two new walking buddies. So I go from 1 to 2, an anti-Semite to 2 black men, and their partners. So I'm in 7th heaven. And then my daughter coming out, I mean, she came out to our family, and I'm like, I know, years ago, but for her to come out as bisexual on Facebook was huge. So this world is just becoming more viscerally more beautiful, just so beautiful. So what's in your heart seems to be what's being reflected. So I love you. I gotta scoot. Mwah.